Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures, a very special episode indeed, episode 500. Garliff is so excited as well. In this one, we will be entering Minas Morgul after attacking or, well, infiltrating Barad Angarth, the Gate-warden's keep. So you might remember we were scouting different sections of the outer wall. The front door is very well guarded, so it seems our best chance of entering the city is through Barad Angarth. The rangers will be following shortly after us, but we need to see what there is to find inside this place. There we go. So we need to complete this instance. So excited. So, in order to complete this one, we'll need to clear this tower of enemies so the rangers can move in and set up a camp. So that's what we're gonna be doing right now. That's not a door. Okay. Secure the tower, yeah. Let's see how we do. Fighting all these guys at once. Okay. Making good progress so far. Moving on. Where's the next stop in here? I think we need to find a way to the second level, but having some troubles finding the second level. Because, yeah, okay, we have a couple more orcs, so maybe there's not a second level. There are so many of these instances throughout Minas Morgul that I might be confusing them. You have secured the first floor of Barad Angarth, but no, yeah, there is a second floor. Okay. Who's coming? Okay, these guys. So, here on this first tower, Barad Angarth, we've been fighting orcs and goblins, as you have seen. We will be doing a lot of this to establish different camps in Minas Morgul across all the different levels of the city, and each one of these towers will be guarded by a different kind of enemy, which also will show you what kind of enemies you will face on the subsequent circle. So for example, this one is telling us the first circle in Minas Morgul is filled with orcs and goblins, and that's the bulk of the enemies we'll fight once we clear this place. You have secured the second floor of Barad Angarth, so that means there is a third floor. Okay. There we go. This one is... Of course, well, it's nice tourism, but I'm still glad to see that these orcs also count for the Slayer deed. I was just double checking all the deeds that we still have to complete, all the Slayer deeds in Minas Morgul. And, well, there are not that many deeds left. And I think that much like the spiders, we should be able to get these Orc Slayer deed done fairly easily just by questing through Minas Morgul. Here we have the overseer of the tower. This should be the final boss. How are you still alive? feckless, man. We've got enough to deal with in the Circle of Wrath. We don't need another thorn. I knew we were short on supplies, but how did you best my whole tower? Well, I'm that good, and that's basically it. And here we have the Rangers.
Take heart, allies. I sense a shift in the winds.
We have secured the tower. A foothold has been established in the tower. That's great. Okay, nothing else in here, it seems. No, we have a new deed. Scout in Minas Morgul, but... Did we get that deed when, as soon as we entered the tower? It seems. I can no longer see, but... Anyway. Yeah, there are 18 locations we need to explore in Minas Morgul. We already have the first one of them.
I have orders for you, soldier.
So we will use the stable masters to move between the different towers we secure as we move deeper into the city, but so far this is the only one we have. I thank you, Beriathan, for leading the charge. We have successfully secured the tower of Barad Angarth. This will be our first base of operations in Minas Morgul, but likely not the last. From here, we will work towards retaking the Dead City. Oh yeah. And I'll be there with you as well. Now this one seems like a good upgrade.
Let us not tarry.
Our first order is to make sense of the city. While its layout is similar to Minas Tirith, we cannot mistake it for the White City. For many years, this place has suffered beneath the might of the Dark Lord and the corruption of the Witch King. This Circle of Wrath is but the first of many challenges we will face here. There are many Orcish forces encamped here, and we must learn what we can of them before we safely delve further into the city. Assist those you can in the Circle of Wrath. When you have done so, return to me and we shall continue our efforts inward and upward.
You should search for Dorgam and Dolenthol. They may have discovered more information about the forces to the east.
Thank you for making your way here. The situation is dire. We have already sent rangers into Minas Morgul to discover what challenges our foes lay before us, but there is a problem. Two separate and seemingly opposed forces of Orcs have fortified sections of the Circle of Wrath, the outermost rank of Minas Morgul. We cannot sneak past their lines, so any rangers already in higher tiers of the city are now cut off from reinforcements and supplies. We have begun to assess the situation and could use your support. Search for Dorgam and Dolenthol. They may have discovered more information about the forces to the east.
Now then.
Thank you for your offer of aid in this dark time. We have greater need of it than ever. Two Orc armies have begun to fortify their positions within the outer tier of Minas Morgul, putting a stop to our forward advance. I sent two rangers, Dorgam and Dolenthol, westward into the city. They will attempt to gain more information about the area, but could still use your assistance to defeat any of the Orcs you might encounter. Please reduce their number as we seek to learn more about the dangers that await us within the city. And we have Thornaran as well. Oh! Look at all these quests. The deed, quests of Minas Morgul. This is not... Okay. This is a meta deed. Complete the Circle of Wrath. And well, all the different circles, it seems. Fine. So let us see, Circle of Wrath. What we need to do. Hail to you and well met. Our position in the city is a precarious one, and I hope you will be able to help us keep it. The outer rank of Minas Morgul is inhabited by two different armies of Orcs, and each of them stands in the way of the work we must do. Would you defeat troops from either encampment as you encounter them, thereby helping us ensure we can accomplish our mission here? Good, good. East of here lies Ughrukhôr, an Orc encampment that has proven quite a thorn in our side already. Within that camp, several captains serve to keep their subordinates in line. Would you venture into the area and defeat one of the captains? I do not care which, any of them will do. Goblin scouts. I hate them. You hate them. What more needs to be said? They are a threat to our position here and must be defeated. Will you see it done? I am not particular. Scouts from either encampment will do. Minas Morgul is as dangerous a place as any as I have dared to go. The Outer Ring, the Circle of Wrath, is currently home to 2 Orc armies. Each of these plays host to sergeants who organize small bands of warriors that train in the art of many different kinds of weapon. We cannot allow that, of course. Will you venture into either of these encampments and defeat sergeants as you encounter them? It would be a big help to us. Our position here? Precarious, my friend. To the west of here lies Scatter, an encampment of the Orcs from which several captains keep the lesser Orcs in line. If something were to happen to one of these captains, those under the command might become unruly and disorganized. Do you understand me? I see that you do. Yeah, I understand, so there are a lot of different things to do. There is no milestone in here. I think you will not find any milestones within the Dead City. That's something that I really enjoyed about Minas Morgul, the entire experience, because there are no milestones, there are no swift travels unless you come back to the base. And I think even initially there weren't any swift travel options in here, they were added later. So you really get the feeling that you are storming the entire city and retaking it bit by bit, and I loved it. And here is where our fight against the enemies will begin. Well, we're also gathering some materials in here. Yeah, I think we can use all this. Once again, leveling up a crafting old, so a jeweler in fact, so I can use the extra ore and the extra stones. Shardushgoy. Okay. Ah, and this is the ramp that will take us to the second circle. Do we try and climb this? I mean, we can. We definitely can. And from there is just a quick jump to the third circle. Let's see, maybe we can... Let me think about it. And if anything, we can do that on our way back. Okay. I see what we have in here. So we have already completed one of the quests. That's amazing. And it's a little bit confusing in here, but here we have Dorgam of the Rangers, one of the Rangers we need to help. So if you don't mind, I'm trying to help my friend in here.
We will defy the enemy and take back these lands.
Thank you for the help, Beriathan. Now that you have thinned the numbers of some of the forces surrounding us, we should find it easier to seek out information concerning our entrenched foe.
Dolenthol has gone ahead to gather more information for us. Find him and see if he's in need of aid.
The banners above us are grim and foreboding. These orcs have fortified a section of the Dead City against the attacking army, but they seem to be at a stalemate or are otherwise unwilling to fight. We defeated several sentries and began to scout the nearby area. Dolenthol has gone ahead to gather more information for us. Find him and see if he is in need of aid. I will stay here and cover our escape route.
We will defy the enemy and take back these lands.
Gothmog's forces have constructed a series of barricades throughout the area. They will hinder attempts to infiltrate and disrupt the enemy forces within Minas Morgul and must be destroyed. Don't you worry, girlie, we have this under control. Okay. Plenty of things to do in here. I'm already loving it. Being back in Minas Morgul and knowing what's ahead of us. So excited. I mean, at this rate, I think we might even be able to complete the advance the Orc Slayer did before we leave the first circle even. All right. Ah, we're already done with the barricades? That's okay. Impressive, I guess. And Dolenthol is somewhere around here. There we go. Ah yeah, there he is. Okay, let us take this. Your assistance is most welcome. With these barricades destroyed, it will be easier for our forces to slip without notice past unfriendly eyes.
I have several important tasks that need to be accomplished and would welcome your aid.
Greetings, Beriathan. It is good to see a friendly face in this place, and I am glad to hear that Dorgam is holding a position in the rear for us. We may need to retreat at any moment. The banners here were the markings of Gothmog, so this must be the forces defending the city. While I was able to defeat several patrols before your arrival, there is still much to be done. I have several important tasks that need to be accomplished and would welcome your aid. Scattered through the camp are several stockpiles of supplies. If we were to destroy these stores, we might cause sufficient destruction for us to withdraw from the area. Would you see this done, friend? Venture deeper into the camp to create this destruction, and we will have our chance. We must gather information about Gothmog's army. It has fortified this location for quite a while, content not to mount an attack upon the Orc army to the east. I cannot say what the reason might be, but if we were to learn the cause of it, we might make some advantage of it. Locate several high vantage points and try to overhear their conversation. We might learn the reason for their reluctance. The forces arrayed against us will make it difficult for the rangers to explore further into Minas Morgul. We must thin the ranks of Gothmog scouts and defenders if we are to have success in this. Will you see it done? How many quests are we advancing already? And we are just getting started with the Circle of Wrath. So once again, you can see why it's easy to love this place. Especially as a warden or other AoE classes. As you can certainly do this very, very fast. And you know how much I love to advance as many quests as I can, turn them all in, and see the XP bar go up and up. Oh, that's great. I think we're only missing the vantage points. I'm not sure where those ones are. Ah, but okay. They are still far away. Far enough, at least. But I also think I do recognize this area already. Let us see. Oh, come on. Yeah. Know exactly where we are, and you will see in just a moment why. At least I think it will be just a moment. Not so sure about the flow of the quests right now. We're doing so many things already. But yeah, I recognize this place. We are definitely hitting level 126 today. And that way we will also reforge our weapons and all. Yeah, we're about to complete it already. I love it. Definitely do. Okay. This is one of the soldiers I need to hear. Can I do that from a vantage point? Need a position to overhear this conversation, but I'm not sure which one it is. No, not sure. Okay, let us hear it. Our orders from Dargash say that we are fortifying Sharduzhgoy. We will not push forward to confront those orc worms to the west. Okay. That was it seems. And that was truly it. I had thought we needed to find more vantage points and listen a little bit more about what the orcs are planning, but it seems not. All right. But it's still a good idea to find the end of this camp. I think there is a chest and quite possibly a page as well. Oh, come on. Please, all of you. Okay. Yeah, there's a chest in there, I knew it. Titular shard. Awesome! Let's see what we have in here. Okay. We can take that. Alright, and with this we have the chests of Minas Morgul, 12 of them. It makes sense, of course. Minas Morgul is a much bigger place, so there should be much more chests to find as well. About 2 or 3 per circle, so I'll need to keep looking. Goblin scouts. That's in the other camp. And that's basically it. Okay. So if we can find another Goblin Scout, well, a couple more Goblin Scouts on our way back to Dolenthol, that would be great. Would you please stop fighting from range? Okay. What else do we have here? Well, parchments. Still good to have. Okay, well, there's another Goblin Scout in here. Alright, and I might be trying to get more than I can chew, but it turned out okay. We have even completed the Slayer deed. That's awesome. So many enemies that we are fighting right now. That went by a lot faster than I thought. So, Orc Slayer of Minas Morgul advanced. Valor is now level 63. Our virtue bonus is gone. In here we have, yeah, some sigils, some runes, virtue XP, reputation, the usual stuff. Just gotta make our way back to Dolenthol now. You will have also noticed that all the skills in Minas Morgul also give reputation, which is another great detail. I like that one a lot as well. And if you're able to reclaim some of the locations higher up in the city, the reputation bonus will be greater. Much like Anuminas and Foothold, I think it was. There are a couple of places that have this sort of dynamic reputation. The Lowlands, I think, too. Bottom line, yeah, getting Kindred, getting max standing with a white company is really not that hard. There are plenty of quests, you have reputation inside the city. A lot of things that you can do. Ah, come on. Okay, so here we are. Thank you, Beriathan. Your efforts will have created sufficient confusion for us to withdraw from the area. The orcs that rally to Gothmog's banner have been ordered not to push an attack of any kind, and to fortify and defend this location instead. Curious, and it would be a shame if they were unable to carry out these orders. Perhaps we can find some way to disrupt this plan of theirs. With your assistance, our mission here would have been much more difficult. Without your assistance, here is a small token of our appreciation.
We should withdraw. Let us speak to Damrod and apprise him of the situation.
Your assistance has been invaluable. Thank you, Beriathan. It seems that Gothmog's forces are determined to reinforce their current position, making it extremely difficult for us to move further into Minas Morgul. I do not believe we have enough forces to make a push into the fortified areas. I may have an idea, but it is not without risk. Perhaps we can use the opposing Orc army to our advantage. We should withdraw. Let us speak to Damrod and appraise him of the situation. Ah, you're gonna take us there immediately? Come, I will lead us back to Barad Angarth. We need to speak with Damrod right away. Okay. I thought we might have to come back there ourselves. So I think this solves it. We are not climbing the ramp to the second circle. We have lost that chance, it seems.
This is far from fair Ithilien.
You defeated orcs from one of the armies in the Circle of Wrath, or dare I hope, from both? I am pleased to hear it and to offer you my thanks. Not from both, but soon.
Oh, this is far from fair Ithilien.
You did very well, my friend. Those orcs are sure to miss that captain. Please accept my thanks.
Now then.
I'd like to see those sergeants try to train anyone in the art of combat now. No, I take that back. I have heard the dead walk on the upper tiers, and in this city such a thing seems almost possible. But I am glad the sergeants' training days are done. For now, at least. Please accept my thanks. It is most appreciated. Damrod, talking to you.
Now then.
Thank you for assisting us, Beriathan. What have you learned thus far? You tell Damrod that Gothmog's forces reinforce the city against the invading Orc army, but they possess an apparent reluctance to engage them outright. You also mention Dolenthol's idea of using the invading army against the Gothmog's Orcs. Yes, he has already shared this plan with me. I am intrigued, but we must be careful or risk both Orc armies falling on our encampment instead of each other. We will need to learn more about the invading Orcs before we proceed. Alright, agility, okay. Let's take this one.
My scouts tell me the Orcs have begun to gather in the western reaches of the Circle of Wrath. If we strike quickly, we might destabilize their forces.
The information you gather was of the utmost importance. I agree with Dolenthol. Our best hope of breaking the siege may be to turn the Orc armies against each other. My scouts tell me the Orcs have begun to gather in the western reaches of the Circle of Wrath. If we strike quickly, we might destabilize their forces. With strategy, we may goad them into lashing out against Gothmog's forces. Head west and see if you can assist Dolenthol in destabilizing the Orc army gathered there.
Now then.
Once again, we ask for the resolution of a difficult task and hope you are amenable to it. The Orc encampment to the west poses a great threat to us, and all attempts to push past it have been stymied by the sentries there. Make your way into the encampment and defeat any of these sentries that you encounter, and they will no longer hinder us.
Let us not tarry.
Greetings to you, Beriathan. Your assistance has been most appreciated to this point, but I must ask, are you willing to assist our cause for a little longer? I sent Dolenthol ahead to scout the area, but he could use your eyes on this mission as well. Join him and see what further information you might uncover. Alright. I was hoping this would be enough to get us to level 126. That was not the case, but we are definitely hitting 126 after we finish with the other camp to the west. So, now we need to move to the west. So yeah, we are not climbing the ramp or advancing the Black Book. I like how things are moving thus far. They are progressing. So yeah, I'm waiting a little bit longer. There you saw the entrance to another tower, and that one will give us access to the second circle. But that's not what we're doing just yet. Almost, it seems. It seems we're almost done with the Circle of Wrath. So Minas Morgul overall is a bigger area, but if you take a look at each different circle separately, they are really short and easy to complete, it seems. I mean, it's such a great design in my opinion. I love everything about this place. At least as far as I can remember. We'll see if I find any other situation or moment that is not to my liking. We'll need to wait and see. Archer, Defiler. You scouted the northern fortifications? Alright. Even though I cannot use every single material that I'm getting right now, I think it's better than being picky. But yeah, we'll see how we go in this other camp. Scouted the central fortifications. Another page, awesome. Let us grab this one really quick.
Oft it is the way of men to destroy that which no longer pleases them, rather than taking the care to mend it.
Alright, so we're resuming Galadriel's story about Inlet Ithil, back when it was still called so, the construction in Minas Ithil, and we'll see what else. So, you scouted the southern fortifications. Cool. Dolenthol is really close as well. Goblin Scout. I was looking for another one of you guys. There we go. Yeah, this is not a good position for you to be in. Beriathan, you continue to be a solid ally in the city most grim. Here is a small reward for your assistance. Yeah! Level 126. We are nowhere near close to a Forge Master right now, but don't count me out just yet. Thank you for the information you learned while scouting the fortifications. It seems Ughrukhôr has sent his warriors to this location, and they will become an imminent threat. Accept this token of thanks for your work.
Venture further into Ughrukhôr's encampment and gather information about the stalemate between the two forces.
Hello again, Beriathan. We have learned that the invading Orc army is under the command of the Gurshwil Ughrukhôr. Clearly, there is very little unity among the former servants of Sauron. I do not know why they have not pressed their attack on Gothmog's forces. It seems they entered the city and then halted. Do they anticipate reinforcements? We must know more before we can act. Please venture further into Ughrukhôr's encampment and gather information about the stalemate between the two forces. So yeah, we already know Ughrukhôr was moving to Minas Morgul, and now we are seeing how exactly is all this happening. Now that we have made our way into this encampment, we must gather more information about the situation here. What might be their next course of action, and how might we use it to our advantage? If you find locations from which you can overhear their conversation, we might learn a thing or two about the plans of these orcs. Perfect, we're ready to move into the camp. Now that we're level 26, we can technically reforge, and if need be, we can use our legendary services. But, well, it would still take me a while to sort out through the runes and the new tracery slots we're gonna open, so I'm not in a hurry right now to reforge. Well, we would get a boost in DPS, but I think we're doing good right now. We don't really need it. Although now I'm curious to see how much of a boost we will get. But I would actually like to see that with the traceries we are about to apply. Or maybe not. Because we're also going to be applying runes. Would also be fun to see what is the difference between the Reforge and a fully upgraded LI with runes and all. Still thinking about it. Okay, we can overhear the conversation here. Can't believe we come all this way and now sit here with just scraps for food left. Nothing else, it seems. Okay. We need to find another orc to overhear. Alright. Okay, another location to overhear the conversation in just a moment. We should attack those good-for-nothing orcs following Gothmog. Shackfoot says we stay here and wait for orders. Do you want to cross him? Interesting. Do we go back to Dolenthol now? Or do we press... No, I think we need to go back to Dolenthol. I think it would be better to go back to Dolenthol. Oh! There is another ramp to the second circle. So I guess in that regard, Minas Morgul is different from Minas Tirith. Yeah, each circle has 2 different ramps. I didn't remember that. I thought this would be just like Minas Tirith, 1 ramp per circle. But no. It is good to hear that many of the Orcs desire to do battle against Gothmog's forces. We should use this information to our advantage. Oh, do you mind? Okay, so what do we have here? We have a completed Kindred with the White Company. And we have opened Respected with the White Company as well. So, here we go, Kindred. That's good. Now, Respected will give us some more sigils and titles. Kindred, oh, we cannot. You gotta be kidding me. Kindred to the White Company. Sigils, LOTRO points, and the title, that's it. You have reached Kindred status with the White Company, and 5 LOTRO points. Ah.
The Orc Captain Shockfoot. Ughrukhôr's forces. Drive off the Orc Captain Shockfoot and destroy the supplies nearby, so we can sow dissent among Ughrukhôr's forces.
Ughrukhôr ordered his forces to enter the city, but they were unable to break through to the next tier and have stalled. The march has left their supplies depleted and strained the morale of the Orcs. A handful of the bigger ones are keeping the others in line, and for now they await further instructions. I believe I know what we must do. Drive off the Orc Captain Shockfoot and destroy nearby supplies so we can foment dissent among Ughrukhôr's forces. Greetings, Warden. Our time is short, but we have an opportunity to destabilize Ughrukhôr's forces. Ughrukhôr's captain is an orc named Shockfoot, and he, it seems, is the only creature with leadership enough to keep his warriors in check. If something were to happen to him, well, who can say what the others might do? You should drive off Shockfoot and defeat his closest supporters. Greetings, friend. As you reported, it seems that Ughrukhôr's forces are running low on supplies. If we were to destroy the few supplies that remain, we might sufficiently enrich the Orcs into attacking Gothmog's forces, and wouldn't that be a pity? Go forth and destroy the supplies that you find, and we will see if I am right. Oh, I like how you think. So, picture here of our friend Dolenthol as we continue our attack of this camp. So at least I was right in this regard. Before moving deeper into the camp, you gotta turn the other quests in so that you can get the new badge. I remember this quite well because that happened to me the first time I came in here. I moved deeper into the camp, I fought Shockfoot and everything else, then went back to Dolenthol and had to do it all over again. So yeah, that's something you don't forget. Especially, you gotta remember back in the day, when, before the legendary update, well, we were much weaker, so fighting our way through this place was harder. I was at a lower level as well. I was not VIP, so I had a couple levels less without rest XP. So yeah, this was a much harder situation. I think, yeah, my legendary items at that time, the old imbued items, they were not maxed out, so it was much more harder. And since the enemies here are so tightly packed, if you are not strong enough, you spend a lot of time fighting them. But we seem to be making good progress in here. We have all the supplies. Here we have Shakfoot as well, another rare chest. There we go, that was so great. Another Mordor chest, awesome. Shakfoot has fled from the area. Didn't seem so to me, but okay, he fled. Let us leave it at that. Now we go back to Dolenthol. And it seems we are finally ready to enact his plan. And we might even be able to do that today as well. We'll see how we go. Thank you, Warden. With Shakfoot driven away, these orcs may push on Gothmog's forces and give us just the opportunity we need. With the supplies destroyed, the orcs become more and more aggressive. In point of fact, they may begin to raid Gothmog's encampment to seize the supplies they now lack. Well done, I say. Well done to both of us. Yeah, I'm talking here. Don't be rude. Alright.
We should head back to Barad Angarth and inform Damrod of our success.
It appears your work was successful. Ughrukhôr's forces are preparing to retaliate against Gothmog's orcs. It would be wise for us to leave the area before they mobilize. Our plan will fail if they realize it was the Rangers of Ithilien that instigated the attack. We should head back to Barad Angarth and inform Damrod of our success. Come with me. I will lead us back to Barad Angarth unnoticed. Thank you. I do appreciate this one. Well, we are here now, might as well, right? The Forge Master.
Let us not tarry.
So, here we can take a look at how will our stats change once we reforge. All Tri-City slots can be upgraded to level 449 and one new slot has been unlocked. Thank you so much. So, we see here an increase of about... Oh my god. 1000 damage. Up to 1600 damage. 1300 DPS plus a new word of power. Oh my god. This is gonna be great. What about the sword? Okay, the same. All slots to 449 and one new slot has been unlocked. And... well, this is also a sizable increase, not as big as the other one, but still a big increase, and we have the slot, 2 slots open. We'll get to that in just a moment.
This is far from fair Ithilien.
There are fewer goblin scouts about? Then I am pleased. I cannot stand them, and now I need not. The Circle of Wrath remains dangerous, but it will be easier for the Rangers to move about unseen, which is very important. Please accept my thanks.
Let us not tarry.
You defeated an orc captain. Ah, I can hear the tumult from here. Very well done, my friend. I wager they will be more disorganized after that. Just wait and see. Awesome. What next? Damrod.
Be wary, my friends. Evil spoils these grounds.
Oh my god, we have already reached the cap on the sigils. So we'll need to spend a couple of them. They are account bound, so yeah. I need to spend a couple of these ones. Your work bears fruit, Beriathan. Ughrukhôr's orcs have moved to attack Gothmog forces, and truthfully they do so as an unorganized mob without discipline. If we tread carefully, we may be able to deal decisive blows to both armies.
Now that we've identified the captains of the 2 clashing armies, Shaktur and Dargash, we should set our plan into motion.
The battle between the orcs has begun, and an opportunity has presented itself. The captains of both armies have made themselves known. If we are able to defeat both of them, the orcs will be leaderless and collapse into an unruly, undisciplined mob. We will then be able to move further into Minas Morgul. Now that we have identified the captains of the 2 clashing armies, Shaktur and Dargash, we should set our plan into motion. Good luck out there, Beriathan. The Rangers of Ithilien are with you. We must defeat both Shaktur and Dargash into Shar Dushgoi if the Rangers are to move further into the city. So yeah, we can do the Harrowing of Morgul, we can do this on level, I guess. It's really not a difficult instance, and I think we have just enough time to do that. So let us go.
In an attempt to repel the forces of Ughrukhôr from the ranges of affiliate, Gothmog's forces have fortified the outermost ring of Minas Morgul. Believing the iron between Ughrukhôr and Gothmog might be turned to your advantage, Damrod has tasked you with igniting a war between the Orcs in Minas Morgul.
Alright, here we are in the solo version, but we have also opened some of the deeds. So tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and the Harrowing of Morgul Slayer. There is a Slayer deed in here, I didn't remember that, oh my god. Our actions have instigated a fight between Ughrukhôr's forces and those loyal to Gothmog. If fortune is on our side, this may allow the Rangers to proceed further into Minas Morgul. But we should do what we can to better their chances of survival, and I know just the thing to do it. Defeating the commanders of each army will throw the Orcs into disarray. To reach them, we will need to clear several of the barricades between us and them, so let us begin. Let us begin indeed. So, here we have our good friend Dolenthol, guarding, or well, yeah, the path to Ughrukhôr. Yeah, we're doing this for Gondor, of course, so let us see if we can get a good picture of this. I think the banner is a little bit too far, but yeah, it's a little bit too far, but okay. Let us go. We're just gonna pull all the enemies we can up to the first barricade. In order to destroy the first barricade, you still need to defeat all the enemies in a way. So we still need to do some fighting. We destroyed the first barricade, we're ready to continue, but we also have the Slayer deed. How many? Oh, 400 enemies inside this place. Easy to do when... This was easy to do when this was the current endgame and people were farming this for relics and everything, but I don't see myself running this God knows how many times to get 400 kills. Maybe with a Slayer deed, with a Slayer tome, but not on my own. I don't think so. But yeah, remember how I told you I recognize this place? Well, it's the same camp we've been in, but it's still good to come here and recognize where we are. This is where we found Dolenthol for the first time, for example. Can we get a good picture of this place? Yeah, I think like this. Yeah. So once again, it's a quick race until we reach the second barricade. We need to defeat all the enemies to be able to destroy the barricade, actually. Just like before. That is the second barricade destroyed. Now we're almost there to the first boss. Actually, we only need to defeat these guys in here. Yeah, thank you. And here we have Shack Tour. These foul worms have set us upon Gothmog's forces. I shall cross you before you can do more harm. You're to blame. I'll collect your bones for this. Like to see you try. The solo version is really easy, at least. When you are running with a full group, some of these goblins will come and as reinforcements, I mean. But not now. We cannot earn any more sigils, but we can still get some relics and runes. But that's still good enough. Now, there is just a quick... Another rush towards the second boss. We can pull all these guys. As you see here, this is an instance where you can farm wood. But, well, we cannot do that. So we cannot benefit from the crafting instance in here. And now we have opened the way to the second boss, Dargash and his warg. Who is next? I speak for Gothmog, wretched things. How dare you face me? Just like that, actually. Okay, there we go. That's actually really simple. So, we grab the chest. Oh, okay, well, another relic. And, tracery. I don't think we can use that tracery. Well, it's not that good. It's not wise. So I think we're gonna deconstruct that one for scripts. But first, well, we leave the instance and we talk to Damrod again.
With Shakhdor and Dargash defeated, we can now press on deeper into Minas Morgul.
We can also provide secure supply lines and further reinforcements to the rangers who have already climbed higher into the city. Your work has allowed us to gain a foothold in this dreadful city, and we cannot thank you enough. This one?
Now then.
You have done well to assist our efforts within the Circle of Wrath. By using the various towers within the city, we can conceal our presence and continue our mission, and I urge you to do the same. Our scouts have found a nearby tower that should bring you to the Circle of Sorrow. Seek out this tower of Barad Angarth. It seems quiet and still, nothing stirs within it. But remain alert, and do not underestimate the wiles of those who dwell in Minas Morgul. Gather what is needed, and take hold of Barad Angarth. Alright, so in just one episode we were able to take care of the entire Circle of Wrath. That was really quick. That was great. Enjoying my time in Minas Morgul once again, and on the next one we are already moving to the second circle. That's amazing. Let me double check. Oh my god, how many things we have in here. We have gained a lot. So for example, this pendant is an upgrade in all rule. We're gonna take it. We have now this earring, which, well, it's basically the same as the one we have already equipped, but critical defense or evade, which one is better? I'm not sure. Let's take this one. And we also have this other ring, agility, vitality, critical defense. If it had physical mastery, it would be great, but no, I don't think we're going to be using that one. But this one, it's a little bit better. So we're going to equip that one as well. And we're actually going to... Where is my Flame of Ancalamir? At least this one we can destroy. We got some chests, but we don't have enough room to do that. That sucks. So yeah, I will need to clear up my backspace before we can move further into the city and towards the second circle. I also need to sort out my legendary items, so well, a lot of things for me to do. Join me next time after I get ready and we'll continue storming Minas Morgul. For the time being, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later. Here's to another 500 episodes of LOTRO, and hopefully we will be there to witness them and still have fun. So, talk to you on the next one.